Welcome to Ancient Atoms Awakened, where ancient wisdom meets modern awakening. I'm deeply honored that you've chosen to join me for this sacred journey through sadness and depression healing, one of the most courageous acts of self-love you can undertake. Today, we'll explore the ancient understanding of sadness and depression not as personal failures or permanent conditions, but as natural responses to life's challenges that can be transformed through time-tested healing wisdom. From the Egyptian understanding of soul sickness and its remedies, to the Buddhist teachings on transforming suffering into wisdom, to the indigenous practices of grief ceremony and community healing, our ancestors developed profound methods for moving through the dark valleys of human experience. This healing work perfectly supports the manifestation practices we've been building. Depression often blocks our ability to envision and create the life we truly want. I gently encourage you to save this meditation to your playlist, knowing that healing is often a spiral journey that benefits from repeated visits to practices that restore hope and vitality. Throughout history, enlightened cultures understood that periods of sadness, grief, and what we now call depression are natural parts of the human experience, not signs of weakness or spiritual failure, but often indicators of a soul that is processing deep change, calling for authentic expression, or signaling that something in life needs to shift toward greater alignment. In ancient Egypt, depression was understood as the night of the soul, where the person temporarily loses connection to their ka, their vital life force. However, Egyptian healing temples developed sophisticated treatments, including sound healing, sacred geometry, herbal medicine, and guided visualization to restore the flow of life energy. They understood that depression often precedes spiritual rebirth, much like the sun must set before it can rise again. Buddhist teachings, developed over 2,500 years ago, recognized sadness and depression as forms of dukkha, suffering that arises from attachment to how we think life should be rather than accepting what is. However, Buddhism also taught that this very suffering, when met with mindfulness and compassion, becomes the pathway to nirvana, the end of suffering and the awakening of our true nature. The lotus flower, growing from mud into beauty, became their symbol for this transformation. Ancient Chinese medicine understood depression as disruptions in qi flow, often related to stagnation in the liver meridian, emotional processing, or weakness in the kidney meridian, life force energy. Traditional treatments included acupuncture, herbal formulas, qigong movement, and dietary therapy to restore the natural circulation of energy through the body's meridian system. Indigenous cultures worldwide recognize that sadness and depression often signal soul loss, where parts of our essence withdraw due to trauma, grief, or disconnection from nature and community. However, they also developed powerful healing ceremonies, including soul retrieval, plant medicine, sweat lodge purification, and community support to call the lost vitality back home. Ancient Greek medicine, through Hippocrates, understood depression as melancholia, an imbalance of the four humors, that could be restored through specific treatments, including diet, exercise, music therapy, and philosophical counseling. They recognized that depression often affects those with sensitive, creative natures who feel deeply the suffering of the world. What unifies all these traditions is the understanding that sadness and depression, while painful, are not permanent states, but rather transitions that can lead to greater wisdom, compassion, and authentic living when approached with the right support and understanding. Modern neuroscience and psychology have validated much of what ancient wisdom always knew while providing additional insights into the nature of depression and evidence-based treatments that work in harmony with traditional approaches. Current research shows that depression involves dysregulation in neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, but also reveals that practices like meditation, breathwork, and movement can naturally restore healthy brain chemistry. This mirrors ancient teachings that depression could be healed through specific lifestyle practices and spiritual disciplines. Dr. Don Siegel's research on neuroplasticity demonstrates that the brain can literally rewire itself throughout our lifetime through practices like mindfulness, gratitude, and positive visualization, validating ancient meditation techniques that were designed to transform consciousness and restore emotional well-being. Studies on the gut-brain connection confirm ancient wisdom about the relationship between diet, digestion, and mood. Traditional healing systems always emphasized proper nutrition and digestive health as fundamental to emotional balance. Research on inflammation and depression validates ancient understanding that depression often has physical causes that can be addressed through natural approaches including ERBs, nutrition, movement, and stress reduction, treatments that traditional healers used for thousands of years. Modern trauma research reveals that depression often stems from unresolved grief, trauma, or attachment wounds, understanding that aligns perfectly with indigenous teachings about soul loss and the need for healing ceremonies to restore wholeness. Importantly, current research on post-traumatic growth shows that moving through depression mindfully can lead to increased empathy, spiritual development, and life purpose, exactly what ancient traditions taught about the transformative potential of difficult emotions when approached with wisdom and support. Now, I invite you to take a moment to acknowledge whatever sadness, heaviness, or depression might be present in your consciousness right now. There's no need to fix or change these feelings. Simply notice them with the gentle curiosity of a wise healer observing symptoms that contain important information. Imagine creating a sacred healing sanctuary, perhaps an ancient Egyptian temple of restoration, a Buddhist monastery dedicated to the end of suffering, or an indigenous medicine lodge where healing ceremonies have transformed pain into wisdom for countless generations. This is a space where sadness is honored as sacred, where depression is met with infinite compassion. Gently gather any overwhelming feelings, hopelessness, or emotional pain and place them in a beautiful healing vessel that exists within this sanctuary. See this container as magnificent, perhaps crafted from healing crystals by ancient medicine workers, or formed from the transformed suffering of all who have walked this path before you and found their way back to light. As you place each burden into this sacred vessel, whisper words of acknowledgement. I see this pain. I honor what it's trying to tell me, and I'm open to the healing that is available. When everything feels safely held, place a gentle covering over the vessel, knowing that these feelings will be transformed while you journey into healing wisdom. Feel the presence of all the healing ancestors surrounding you. The Egyptian temple healers who understood soul restoration, the Buddhist masters who transformed suffering into enlightenment, the indigenous shamans who guided souls back from the underworld, the wise grandmothers who knew that every dark night is followed by dawn. Take 3 deep releasing breaths, and with each exhale, feel yourself entering deeper into this sacred space where healing has always been possible, where your heart can remember its natural capacity for joy and peace. Breathe in deeply and release. Breathe in healing and release pain. Breathe in hope and release despair. We'll now move through each chakra with specific healing for the energetic patterns that contribute to sadness and depression, using the ancient Sanskrit names that carry thousands of years of healing vibration. Root chakra, Muladhara. Breathe warm, nurturing red light into the base of your spine. Depression often involves feeling disconnected from life force energy. As you inhale, breathe in safety, belonging, and your fundamental right to exist and be loved. Feel this energy mixing within Muladhara. Exhale any feelings of being unsafe in the world, unwanted, or fundamentally flawed, allowing these patterns to flow downward through your legs into the earth for composting. Inhale red light, hold, exhale darkness. Repeat for 3 healing breaths, feeling your nervous system remembering its capacity for safety and groundedness. Sacral chakra Swadhisthana. Breathe vibrant orange light into your lower abdomen. Depression often numbs our capacity for pleasure and creative flow. Inhale emotional healing, joy, and your right to feel good in your body. Feel this orange light dancing gently within Swadhisthana. Exhale any emotional numbness, shame about pleasure, or disconnection from your body's wisdom, letting these patterns flow out through your hips like water returning to the ocean. Inhale orange light, hold, exhale numbness. Continue for 3 more cycles, awakening your natural capacity for joy and emotional flow. Solar plexus chakra Manipura. Breathe golden yellow light into your upper abdomen. Depression often involves feelings of powerlessness and low self-worth. Inhale personal empowerment, self-respect, and confidence in your ability to create positive change. Feel this golden energy burning brightly within Manipura, like a healing sun. Exhale any powerlessness, harsh self-judgment, or belief that you can't improve your situation, allowing these patterns to radiate outward and dissolve. Inhale golden light, hold, exhale powerlessness. Repeat for 3 more healing breaths, reclaiming your authentic power and self-worth. Heart chakra, Anahata. Breathe gentle green and pink light into your heart center. Depression often involves a closed or wounded heart. Inhale love, compassion for yourself, and connection to others who care about you. Feel this healing light swirling softly within Anahata. Exhale any heart walls, fear of being hurt again, or belief that you're unlovable, allowing these barriers to flow out through your arms in gentle waves. Inhale pink and green light. Hold, exhale heart walls. Continue for 3 more cycles, opening your heart to receive the love that is always available. Throat chakra, Vishuddha. Breathe bright blue light into your throat. Depression often silences our authentic voice and truth. Inhale your right to express your feelings, needs, and truth. Feel this blue light vibrating gently within Vishuddha. Exhale any silencing, fear of being judged, or belief that your feelings don't matter, letting these patterns flow upward and outward through your throat. Inhale blue light, hold, exhale silence. Repeat for 3 more healing breaths, reclaiming your voice and your right to be heard. Third eye, chakra, Agnaya. Breathe clear indigo light into your forehead. Depression often clouds our perspective and hope for the future. Inhale clarity, wisdom, and the ability to see beyond current circumstances. Feel this light pulsing gently within Agnaya like a star of insight. Exhale any mental fog, hopelessness, or inability to envision positive change, allowing these clouds to clear through the crown of your head. Inhale, indigo light. Hold, exhale, mental fog. Continue for 3 more cycles, awakening clear perception and renewed hope. Crown chakra, Sahasrara. Breathe pure violet or white light into the crown of your head. Depression often involves spiritual disconnection. Inhale connection to something greater than yourself, divine love, and the remembrance that you are part of an infinitely loving universe. Feel this light cascading through Sahasrara like healing starlight. Exhale any spiritual isolation, feeling abandoned by life, or belief that you're alone in your suffering. Inhale violet light, hold, exhale isolation. Complete with 3 more healing breaths, remembering your eternal connection to love and source. Take one final integrating breath, drawing healing energy up from the earth through your root and down from the cosmos through your crown. Feeling these streams of light cleansing and revitalizing your entire energy system. Take this integrating breath now, feeling energy flowing both up and down through your entire being. Now we'll integrate several ancient healing practices that have been used for thousands of years to transform sadness and depression into wisdom and renewed vitality. Egyptian light therapy. Imagine yourself lying in an ancient Egyptian healing temple where shafts of golden sunlight stream through perfectly placed openings. This is the same light therapy that Egyptian healers used to restore vitality to those suffering from soul sickness. Feel this golden light penetrating every cell of your body, reactivating your life force energy and awakening cellular memories of health and happiness. Breathe in golden sunlight. Feel it filling every cell, warming you from within. Buddhist loving-kindness practice. Following the 2,500-year-old Buddhist tradition, begin sending loving-kindness to yourself. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from suffering. May I live with ease. Feel these words not as empty phrases, but as powerful healing transmissions. Then extend this loving-kindness to others who suffer from depression. May all beings who struggle with sadness find peace and healing. Repeat these phrases silently. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from suffering. May I live with ease. Indigenous nature connection. Connect with the healing power of the natural world as indigenous peoples have done for millennia. Imagine yourself sitting by a sacred river, feeling the water washing away emotional toxins. Or see yourself in an ancient forest, breathing in the life force of trees that have stood through countless seasons of darkness and light, remembering that you too have the capacity to weather difficult seasons and emerge renewed. Breathe with the trees. Feel the river washing through you. Connect to Earth's timeless healing. Chinese qi circulation. Using traditional Chinese medicine understanding. Imagine golden healing energy flowing through your meridians, clearing any blockages that contribute to depression. See this energy moving in a figure-8 pattern through your body, connecting heaven and earth, restoring the natural circulation that depression disrupts. Visualize golden energy flowing through your body in a continuous figure-8 pattern. Greek philosophical reflection. Following ancient Greek therapeutic traditions. Reflect on this question. What is this depression trying to teach me about what needs to change in my life? Listen deeply to what arises, understanding that depression often signals that something in your life arrangement needs to shift toward greater authenticity and alignment. Listen quietly to your inner wisdom. What wants to change? What wants to emerge? One of the most insidious aspects of depression is how it robs us of hope and the ability to envision a better future. Now we'll work with ancient wisdom practices to restore your capacity for hope and positive vision. Ancient temple healers understood that depression often involves being trapped in the past or overwhelmed by the present, losing connection to future possibility. They developed specific practices to reconnect people with their capacity to envision and create positive change. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, having moved through this depression with the support of healing practices, professional help if needed, and the natural healing that time brings. See yourself engaging in activities that bring you joy. Feel the lightness in your step, the interest in life returning, the capacity for laughter and connection restored. Visualize your healed self. See the smile on your face. Feel joy bubbling up naturally. Notice the spring in your step. This is not false optimism. This is based on the historical reality that millions of people have moved through depression and found their way back to well-being. You are not different or broken beyond repair. You are experiencing a natural human challenge that has effective treatments and support. See yourself contributing to the world in ways that feel meaningful, using the wisdom and compassion that this difficult period is developing within you. Ancient teachings tell us that those who have walked through the valley of darkness often become the most effective healers and guides for others. Feel gratitude for your future self, who will look back on this time not with regret, but with appreciation for the courage it took to seek healing and the strength you've developed through this journey. As you rest in the space of healing possibility, feel your entire nervous system beginning to remember its natural state of well-being. This is not spiritual bypassing of real pain, but rather a reminder of the healing capacity that exists within you alongside the depression. Depression often makes us forget that we are more than our current emotional state. You are an eternal being having a temporary human experience that includes both darkness and light, both challenges and triumphs. This difficult period is one chapter in a much larger story of growth and awakening. Rest in the knowing that healing support is available in many forms: professional therapy, medication when helpful, spiritual practices, community support, and the natural healing that comes with time and appropriate care. You don't have to heal alone, and you don't have to heal quickly. Return now to the healing vessel where you placed your sadness and depression at the beginning of our practice. Approach it from this place of greater hope and healing awareness. Notice what has happened to those heavy feelings during our healing journey. Some may feel lighter and more manageable. Others may have transformed into useful information about what needs attention in your life. Take from the container only what you can hold with compassion and wisdom, leaving behind any overwhelming weight that serves no healing purpose. Next week, we'll explore anxiety healing using ancient wisdom, and the following week, we'll continue our manifestation series with attracting your future partner. Each practice builds upon the healing foundation we're establishing. If this meditation has brought you relief or hope, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments. Many in our global community share their healing journeys and where they're from. Witnessing collective healing is deeply inspiring. For the next 15 minutes, we'll work with affirmations specifically designed to reprogram your subconscious mind for emotional healing and renewed vitality. Simply allow these words to wash over you like gentle healing waters. I am healing from depression with the support of ancient wisdom and modern care. This difficult period is temporary and is teaching me valuable lessons about life. I have the same capacity for healing that millions before me have discovered. Ancient healing energy flows through my cells, restoring my natural vitality. I am worthy of happiness, peace, and all forms of emotional well-being. Like ancient temple healers, I treat my depression with compassion and skill. My brain is healing and rewiring itself to support emotional balance and joy. I seek appropriate help and support, knowing that healing often requires community. This depression is not my identity. It is an experience I am moving through. Ancient wisdom traditions remind me that darkness is followed by light. I trust my body's natural healing capacity to restore emotional equilibrium. Each day, in small ways, I am choosing actions that support my healing. Like the lotus growing from mud, I am transforming pain into wisdom. I am patient with my healing process and celebrate small improvements. Ancient healing practices activate in my energy field, supporting my recovery. I remember that I am loved, valued, and that my life has meaning and purpose. My depression is teaching me compassion for others who struggle with mental health. I connect with nature, community, and practices that nourish my soul. Like ancient healers, I understand that emotional healing takes time and patience. I trust that this difficult experience is contributing to my wisdom and strength. My capacity for joy and peace is being restored day by day. I honor my sensitivity as a gift, not a weakness or flaw. Ancient depression, healing wisdom flows through my modern healing journey. I am grateful for small moments of light and hope that remind me healing is possible. I choose thoughts and activities that support my emotional well-being and recovery. Like ancient phoenixes rising from ashes, I am being reborn through this process. I trust that my future self will look back on this time with gratitude and wisdom. My healing contributes to the healing of collective human suffering. I am ancient atoms awakened, transforming depression into wisdom and compassion. Take a deep, nourishing breath and feel yourself held in the loving embrace of all who understand the courage it takes to heal from depression. You are not alone in this journey, and you are not broken beyond repair. Remember that healing is not linear. There will be good days and difficult days. On the challenging days, return to these practices and remember that countless others have walked this path and found their way back to light. Please reach out for professional support if you need it. Ancient wisdom and modern therapy work beautifully together to support complete healing. As you prepare to return to your daily life, carry with you the knowing that every small step toward healing matters. The light within you has never been extinguished. It has only been temporarily dimmed. With each breath, each choice, and each moment of self-compassion, that light grows stronger. You have taken sacred time today to tend to your healing. and this act of self-care ripples out into the world. Your journey matters. Your healing matters. You matter. May you walk gently with yourself, knowing that spring always returns after winter, and joy always finds its way back home. Ancient atoms awakened, where ancient wisdom meets modern awakening.